Suspended and banned from campus. That is what has happened to a professor on tenure at Marquette University, all because of an online post. Professor John McAdams was defending a student who came under fire by another professor for opposing gay rights in an open class discussion. So did the school take it too far? You be the judge. Here with his side of the story is that suspended professor, John McAdams. Professor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What did you do?
I blogged about something. A student in a philosophy class had an instructor who mentioned different political issues and came to gay marriage and said, well, of course there should be gay marriage, and then moved on to other things. He confronted her after class. He was clearly opposed to gay marriage and said he really wanted to discuss gay marriage.
Okay.
Now, she could have said, I didn't think there would be time for that, and that would have been fair. She's got a right to make those judgments. But instead, she said, well, you're not allowed to express racist, sexist, or homophobic views. And then she asked him, wouldn't any gay students in class be offended if he made arguments against gay marriage? The implication being that gay students just can't be exposed to arguments against gay marriage.
So, Professor, she was simply, this kid just said, I'd like to have a debate about same-sex marriage, and she shut him down.
That's correct. In an after-class discussion, she basically implied he was a homophobe and that any anti-gay marriage comments should not be voiced in class.
Well, you know what's curious is Marquette University is a Catholic university. The Catholic Church currently is opposed to same-sex marriage. I mean, he was asking for a debate about something that the church that runs that school is opposed to.
That's correct, except the reality at Marquette and a lot of supposedly Catholic colleges is that the faculty are often pretty secular, pretty liberal, and pretty politically correct. That's particularly true of the philosophy department and a few other departments at Marquette.
Sure. I mean, the President of the United States was opposed to same-sex marriage until a year or two ago. So it is something worth having a debate about. And Professor, I mean, if you're going to have a debate about social issues, isn't a university the place to do it?
Absolutely. The thing that was so significant about this is it's an outcropping of political correctness.
Yeah.
A key thing about political correctness is they don't want to argue issues. They basically want to shut up the other side. Their basic message is shut up. Any arguments we don't like are racist or sexist or homophobic, so shut up.
Well, they're telling you to shut up. You've been there for 35 years. You have tenure. What has it done to you?
Not a lot at the moment, except embroil me in an interesting controversy, but I don't particularly mind controversy. I'm told I can't interact with students, but all the students are gone. It's the Christmas break. I can go into campus to work on my manuscript. They've canceled my classes for spring semester, which means they really do want to get rid of me, but I'm protected by academic freedom. Marquette promises academic freedom to faculty and writes that into our contract, so it is binding on them. I also have very good lawyers, so they're facing a tough legal fight if they really want to get rid of me.
I would imagine, the story came out a couple of days ago, I would imagine that you have heard from people, you probably got an email from people all across the political spectrum. What are they telling you?
Well, virtually every email I've gotten is one of support, is an email of support. Some from Catholic conservatives who think that, gosh, this is supposed to be a Catholic university. A fair number from liberals or people who say they favor gay marriage, who nonetheless believe, hey, it's a university. You ought to be free to debate issues, including gay marriage. So I've got a huge number of emails and some phone calls of support.
All right. Well, John McAdams, suspended professor there at Marquette University. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us and telling us your story.
Good to be here.
It's good to have you as well.